Bar humbug for Pep. Ole brings sunshine to Manchester in the winter, and Liverpool stay top of the league. This is the Top Bins Premier League review and preview turbo special. I'm Mike, he's Dave. He's not here again. I'm missing him, I tell you. I'm missing him. Look, alright, show must go on. Look, I've heard that Dave's on another interview, disappointed by the rejection that United gave him. They found, look, we got to reference stages with United, and they called me up, and I just let slip that he's a Liverpool fan, and sorry about that, Dave. But he is looking at other jobs now, including the Torquay United job. So, look, I mean, you got to start and aim high, and then wherever you fall, look, shoot for the stars, and you fall on the moon. Dave, I know you get that big job and get to use your football manager skills one day, mate. But look, you lot are stuck with me. We're gonna mix it up this week. We're gonna do a Christmas special, a turbo preview and review of last weekend's games, all together for the Boxing Day games. So let's get into it straight away. I'm going to hit up the highlights for the Boxing Day game. So for me, the highlights had to be, wow, Leicester, bar humbug Pep. He's not loving Christmas. Terrible result for Man City, but what a result for Leicester. You got to feel for City. They are really struggling for form at the moment, and to lose 2 games on the trot in the Premier League, 3 of the last 4 they've lost. They're worried big time. They're worried big time. This could be the decisive point of the championship for this season. Who wins it? Liverpool looking strong now. 6 points clear of Spurs in second. But City in this game just weren't good enough again. Took the lead early doors. You thought they're back on it. They're gonna get this. They get this win against Leicester and kick on again now. But it didn't happen, and Leicester with Vardy and Maddison and Maguire, they really gave it to City in this game. And you know what? It was, unfortunately for City, like it was against Crystal Palace, it was another stonking goal that beat them. Pereira at a right back for Leicester. That's absolutely, sorry, Ricardo, is it Ricardo Pereira? Is that his name? I think that's his name, isn't it? Ricardo absolutely leathered it into the top bins. What a finish, son. Tick-a-boo. That is a finish. Great goal. Leicester absolutely buzzing with that. Puel rested a few in the Carabao Cup about a week and a half ago, and then went on, and he had to justify that with a result against Chelsea. Did justify it with a result against Chelsea, and then goes on and beats City as well. I think he saved himself a job there, because I think Puel was under big pressure before this. But now, I think he's bought himself a bit of time, and if he can build on these results, then Leicester could comfortably finish in that top 8, which I think that they'll be expecting to finish in. So massive result for Leicester. Huge result for City to lose like that. Huge result for Liverpool. Huge result for Spurs, that was. So yeah, massive. Talking to Liverpool and Spurs, Liverpool comfortable 4-0. I called it. I said 4-0. Liverpool did the business. They were in cruise control. Absolutely dominated Newcastle. Not sure about the pen on Salah, but it didn't matter. They were far the superior team, and absolutely battered Newcastle. And Newcastle will take nothing away from that. They didn't expect to get anything from Liverpool in this form, and I think they'll just carry on. Rafa got a great reception back at Anfield, which was nice to see. But yeah, Newcastle won't lose heart, I don't think, over that, and Liverpool stay unbeaten. Unbelievable so far this season. Tottenham 5-0 against Bournemouth. That is impressive. Bournemouth are a good team. Yeah, I think Bournemouth are kind of feeling a little bit of the early season run that they had. They've a bit of fatigue there, but still a great result for Spurs. And Son is looking absolute gold at the moment. Had him in my fantasy team 2 weeks in a row. Absolutely banged, mate. Him, Kane, Ericsson, Eric the Apple, the lot of them looking superb going forward. they look like they could cause a lot of teams a lot of problems, and Poch has got that. I don't know what he's done with that team, but that confidence now is flowing. They've gone from a team that were grinding 1-0 wins out each week to a team that are playing free-flowing, expansive football. Mora's getting goals, Son's getting goals, Eriksen's scoring, Kane's scoring. Walker-Peters comes in and he bags 3 assists in the first half. First time ever in the Premier League that one player has had 3 assists in the first half, which is incredible for such a young lad. Superb rotation from Poch as well. From what he's got available to him, he's using every resource he's got, and I'm impressed. I've got to say I'm impressed. They're second. They'll be absolutely fizzing, and they'll want to kick on now from this. They're in the Champions League in the second round. I mean, they're doing really well. Poch is doing an amazing job there, and you can see why he's been touted for the big job at United. But yeah, anyway, on to United quickly. This is the last one I'll touch on before we do a quick wrap up of the other games. United under Ole, they go and do it again. They get another win. I know it's another team they expect to beat, but this is another win for them. 3-1. Pogba's back to his best, it looks like. Couple of goals, couple of really good goals. Second one in particular, effortless finish from him. Caressed it into the corner. Just looking like he's back on fire again, that he's loving football, that he's loving being at United, all the stuff that's coming out of the camp as well. Very positive. Yeah, he'll be delighted with that performance from himself. United will be pleased with these last 2 games. They've scored 8 goals. And they've looked like they're back to their best. Ole may be trying to push himself for the big job that Dave didn't get come the end of the season, but we'll see what United are truly made of under Ole when they play a stronger calibre of team. They got Bournemouth this weekend or on Saturday, and I think that's going to pose a bigger test. We'll talk about it more in the preview section of this show. I think that's going to pose a bigger test. So yeah. Anyway, Everton, other notable result, 5-1 against Burnley. Massive turnaround from their 6-2 loss. I mean, it's pretty entertaining to watch Everton at the moment. Marco Silva's going out and just saying, "All right, lads, go and get some goals." Digne, superb. Loved the signing at the start of the season. Thought he was cracking signing. Didn't really get a run until about 4 or 5 games in, and then now he's just kicked on. He's scoring goals. He's creating assists. He's playing really well as well. So massive result for Everton there. Burnley in big trouble, conceding, leaking goals, looking poor. Daishi. He'll get time because the Burnley board aren't that kind of board that are going to reactionary sack him. But if he doesn't turn the ship around soon, you got to feel that the pressure's on him. And a great job he's done at Burnley, but they are looking devoid of ideas at the moment. And in particular, going forward, they look terrible. If it weren't for Ashley Barnes, I think they would really struggle. So, yeah, big moments for Burnley at the moment. They're going to have to turn it around. Other results in the Premier League: Brighton got a massive draw against Arsenal. Arsenal just not clicking at the moment. Lost to Southampton the other week. They're not doing the business. They got an early goal. Aubameyang should have scored more as well, but then they let Brighton back into the game. Locadia got the equaliser, and that was all she wrote. 1-1 draw. Massive result for Brighton. Chris Hughton did a superb job there at Brighton. Chelsea beat Watford, fairly comfortable in the end. Eden Hazard too good for Watford, and Southampton lost. Big game they lost there. After going 1-0 up, they lost to West Ham 2-1. I watched this game. First half was dire. Second half was absolutely fantastic. I thought Felipe Anderson, second half, was superb. Great first goal, great hit that. Lots of power, lots of accuracy, great goal. Second goal, great composure, good breakaway. And West Ham will be delighted. They are flying now. They're 8th or 9th in the league now. They are absolutely flying. And those West Ham Stink of It t-shirts, they are thing of the past, I think, lads. They're going on back order. No more. We're not going to order those in, I don't think, unless they have an absolute catastrophe from between now and the end of the season. Fair play to Pellegrini, turned it round, and Felipe Anderson especially has turned it around massively for them. Other results: Fulham, Wolves, 1-1 draw. Fulham, they've got to do something more now. They're 1-0 up. They've got to see these kind of games at home. They've got to see them through, but they didn't, and they let Saiz get that goal late on, and big problems for Fulham. I think they're going to go down this season. Yeah, we'll see, but I think they're going to go down. Palace and Cardiff 0-0. Pretty rubbish game. Palace had a few chances, probably a bit hungover from the win against City. A lot of effort put into that game, and 0-0. Probably a fair result in the end. Cardiff will be probably the most happier with that result, going away to Palace and getting a point. But yeah, look, that's the review for this week. Let's go straight on. We're not messing around. There's no intros where we're cutting back to the preview. We're going straight for the guts on this one, lads. Watford Newcastle. It's a tough one, this one. I think Watford probably at home have probably got too much for Newcastle. Newcastle will think this is a game that they can get something out of, though. However, I think Watford are going to have too much. I think that they've got enough firepower to put it to Newcastle. I think it will be 2-0 to Watford. I'm going for Doucouré to bag 1 or 2 in this game. But yeah, I'm going 2-0 Watford. Yeah, 2-0 Watford against Newcastle. Let's have a look and see what Dave's gone for. Dave has gone for a 2-1 Watford, so we're both on the same page with that one. 2-1 Watford for Dave and 2-0 Watford for me. Brighton Everton. I think this is a tough one because Brighton are at home, and at home they're normally pretty good. But Everton are free flowing at the moment and really putting on some entertainment for the fans. Our Lord and Saviour kicking into gear as well. A few goals for Gylfi in the last couple of games. I think Everton are going to win this. I'm going to go 3-1 Everton. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at any result really in this game, but I'm gonna go for 3-1 to Everton. What's Dave gone for? Dave's gone 2-1 Everton. We're like that this week, mate. In sync. I'm not Justin Timberlake either, by the way. In sync. You can be him. He had a shocking mock. Tottenham against Wolves. Really good game this is going to be. Entertaining, good quality, lots of battling. I think that Tottenham are going to win. They've been on great form and they're at home. Wolves have just looked a little bit off the pace in the last month or so. They have got some wins, but they've also not quite looked the same Wolves that we know, or that we saw at the start of the season. So I'm going to go... this is a tough one. I'm going 3-1 on this one again. I'm going 3-1 to Spurs. Let's have a look what Dave's got. Dave has gone 3-0. Davey, this is unbelievable. Great minds, mate. We're just thinking alike. Fulham and Huddersfield. This is the Dilly Dong 6-pointer. This one, absolute massive game for both these clubs. Massive. But who is going to win it? That is the question. I think the Fulham are going to win this game. Being at home, it's going to be a tight game. I don't think it's going to be like there's going to be tons of goals in this. But I'm going to go 2-0 Fulham. I'm going to go 2-1 Fulham because I think that they're going to concede. I don't think they're the kind of team that can keep many clean sheets. I'm going 2-1 Fulham. I think they'll win. It'll be close. I wouldn't be surprised at a draw either on this one. Dave has gone Fulham 1-0. So we're both thinking tight. I'm going 2-1 Fulham. Dave's gone 1-0 Fulham. Leicester Cardiff. I think Leicester are too good for Cardiff. Leicester, Vardy's back in form. Vardy's having a party. I think he'll get a goal or two. I think Leicester will win this comfortably, actually. I think it'll be 3-0 Leicester. 3-0 Leicester. What has Dave gone for? He's gone 2-0 Leicester. This is superb. We're just pretty much picking the exact same results. What a game we got next. What a game. Liverpool-Arsenal. Oh, the magic of the Christmas fixtures. I reckon that this is going to be an absolute humdinger of a game. I think there'll be goals. I think that Arsenal will put up a proper fight against Liverpool. I'm going to go Liverpool 3-2 on this one, but could be a draw. I can see a big score draw on this one, but I'm going to go Liverpool 3-2. I think Liverpool got a bit too much quality for Arsenal. 3-2 Liverpool. Let's see what Davey's gone with. If he goes anything other than Liverpool, I'll be shocked. He's gone 3-2 Liverpool as well. Unbelievable stuff, Jeff. Unbelievable. Here we go. All right. Palace, Chelsea. This has got a potential, to be a bit of an upset with Palace. Are we gonna go for it? Yeah, I reckon I'm going to go for this. I'm going for a 1-1 draw in this one, lads. I'm going for Palace to get the draw, Chelsea to get shocked at Palace. Lots of games for them. They don't quite look all their Chelsea at the moment. Even against Watford, they looked a little bit susceptible. I think that Palace will probably be well up for this at lunchtime kickoff on a Sunday. Fans will be up for it at home, Selhurst Park, rocking. I'm going 1-1. I don't think Dave's going to go 1-1. Dave has gone 2-0 Chelsea, so that's my differential this week. Is I'm going for Palace to get the draw there and shock Chelsea. Southampton City. As much as I think that City are on poor form at the moment, I can't see Southampton beating them. I can see Southampton scoring. I think Danny Ings will cause some problems, but I think that City are going to come back and someone's going to bear the full wrath of Pep's team. After these 2 defeats, and I think it's going to be Southampton, unfortunately for them. I think it's going to be 5-1 to City. Dave has gone for 3-1 City, so he thinks not quite the wrath, but he thinks there's going to be a City win there anyway. Burnley West Ham. I think Burnley are in big trouble, but they desperately need to win games like this at home to West Ham. I don't think they will win this game. No, I think West Ham are in form. I think West Ham are going to win this 3-1. West Ham got Felipe Anderson absolutely firing on all cylinders. They look good, they look confident. Fabianski's really good in goal for them at the moment. Lots of confidence there. So I think 3-1 West Ham. Dave has gone 3-0 West Ham. Wow, Burnley, big trouble. Big trouble if that comes through. Could be Daishi's name floating around for the sack if that happens. It's not looking good for them. But yeah, I hope they can turn it around, but don't look likely. And let's finish off with Ole's boys at Old Trafford. Probably their first proper test at Old Trafford against Bournemouth. It's going to be a tough game for United, this is. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think United will probably win, though. I think they're confident again now. They're playing more of the United football that we know that they're capable of with those players that they have. Lukaku probably is going to be back. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for United, but it adds more options for them. Pogba, Lingard, in form, Rashford in form at the moment. I think United are going to win this. I think it's going to be tight though. I think it's going to be 2-1 United. I think it's going to be a good game to watch. I'm very interested for that game to watch. Davey's gone big. He's gone for a 2-2 draw. He thinks Bournemouth are going to do it. He's probably a little bit jaded after not getting the United job, falling at the reference check stages. But you know what, Dave? I don't think that's a bad shout, mate. I think Bournemouth have got it in them to get the draw. So let's have a look. Let's see what happens. We love all the football at the Christmas period. It's coming thick and fast. There'll be some more on New Year's Eve as well, and New Year's Day and the second as well. So it's going to be lots of football, lads. So keep it tuned to Top Bins. Make sure you spread the word about the channel. Hopefully, me and Dave will be back soon together as partners in crime on Top Bins. But for now, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. Check out our Facebook. It's facebook.com/Top Bins Fantasy. I hope you've loved it. I've loved it. I'll see you next week. Cheers. What do they